Hello, friends. It's Jayashri with the Finding Freedom podcast. This week, my question from one of my students is, what is reality? What is real? I love this question because from a spiritual or philosophical perspective, this can go so many ways. The first thing that comes to my mind is understanding the difference between duality and non-duality. So the world of form is an illusion, and that would be duality, the world where opposites exist, such as good and evil, right and wrong, light and dark, any opposites you can think of. And the reason being that you cannot have light without dark. You cannot have all the colors of the rainbow. Basically, if everything were blue, you wouldn't be able to understand what the color blue looks like. You can only understand the color blue because of all of the other colors in the rainbow. And so on and so forth. In non-duality, which is what is actually real, meaning that non-duality is that which is formless, that which never changes, that which is never born, doesn't die, the infinite. This is actually who we are. Some people may call it God or the divine, consciousness, awareness. So that would be non-duality. In this place of non-duality, we transcend the world of opposites. We transcend the world of suffering. And so we can say that which is permanent, has no, is real. And that which is impermanent is not real. In A Course of Miracles, the following statement is made at the beginning of the book, which, if you understand it, means you don't really even need to read the rest of the book. And what it says is, that which is real cannot be threatened. That which is unreal does not exist. And therein lies the peace of God. It's so beautiful. Such freedom in understanding that and realizing that. And what this means is, it makes me think of what every master across time and around the world would say, every great sage would say, do not bother yourself with the cares of the world. It's what Jesus says when he says, be in the world but not of it. So we're living in this holographic illusion of form. We're playing this game. We're in this play of Maya. It is a dream. It's like we're the characters in a movie. As Shakespeare says, the world is but a stage. So many people have said this in so many ways. The illusion of form is that play. The play of the three gunas, sattva, tamas, and rajas. They are playing with one another eternally. When we realize through self-realization that we are all one, and as Nisargadatta Maharaj says, wisdom is knowing I am nothing, love is knowing I am everything, and between the two, my life flows. So, when we realize our oneness with all, we see ourselves in everyone, we see ourselves in everything, we don't see ourselves as a separate self. And in that, we let go of all the suffering of needing to maintain an identity of being someone and competing and comparing and all that basically is the cause of suffering. So it's so important to ask this beautiful question that my student asked: what is real? What is reality? So then the next question might be, well, how do I live in this world of illusion? Because I'm still here. It all still feels real. I go to work every day, or I have a family, I have responsibilities, but you say they're not real. So what we realize is that the formless God is our foundation. It's our anchor. It's who we are. And when we take everything less seriously, when we realize there's so much more going on than what meets the eye, we can take a deep breath and we can let go and we can let life live us. And in this place of presence, we actually find the greatest power, the greatest love, the greatest ability to be there for our loved ones, to be creative in our work, to enjoy this beautiful play. Because then we're not suffering, because we're not living from ignorance. So the last point that I would want to make about this is sometimes we will hear the statement that we should meet people where they are. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't subscribe to a whole lot of what people say and phrases that are thrown around, and this would be one of those. I think we've all come to an agreement that speaking down to children, for example, it really doesn't help them at all. They look up and they're thinking, why is this adult speaking differently to me? Why is this adult speaking to me like this? Because they're really intelligent. They might be small, but they're very intelligent and possibly wiser than we are because they're less conditioned. So this is an extraordinary example of why we don't need to talk down to people and meet them where they are. The other thing that I would say is, who are we to even determine what level another person is, right? So I don't subscribe to pandering. I don't subscribe to dumbing myself down. I actually I don't actually hold any beliefs. I've actually experienced that everyone resonates with truth. Truth is actually very simple. It's not high level at all. It's not a matter of levels. It's simple. It might fly in the face of conditioning. It might fly in the face of what society claims is worthwhile and all of that. But that doesn't mean it's complicated at all, because we all hold the stores of wisdom within. All right, so let me know what your thoughts are. I hope that this is helpful. Please feel free to like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. And once again, in light, love, and presence, Namaskar.